like we finally amazing. Yeah. Feel like I finally made it.
Tanya is, I have been thinking like, who is Tanya? I tried to figure out who Tanya is without.
No. For real, what you been doing?
Then my first year of high school, I became a 15-year-old mom.
I'm just trying to shine. Yeah.
Virtuous Soap Company, like the virtuous woman.
Oh, what you doing?
But if I could create a scent, I would want to create it for glow.
Know about having no money in your pocket, know some though you stressing. People in your ear saying, look here, you gon' get your blessing. No time.
What it do, world? Welcome back to Shine Podcast. I'm your host, Low Key OJ, and today we got a guest, special guest. You know what I'm saying? Long time coming. I know y'all been looking for, and here she go, Tanya Smith. So, you know, how you doing today?
I am doing good.
That's good.
Feeling good. How you doing?
I'm good. You know, life's good. I can't
Life's
complain.
good. What's complaining gonna do?
Not a damn thing. Not a damn thing, you did. So, you know, we just keep it pushing, but.
Right.
So. But yeah, today she here to talk her stuff, man. She talking about her soap, her perfume, her lash. She got a lot of things under her hat, so we gonna get into it, figure out who is Tanya. You know, welcome. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know what y'all think, and leave your comments, man. You know, we finna get into it. You got anything you want to say?
Make sure you go follow Virtuous Soap Company. Okay, Virtuous Soap Co. on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Tanya Smith, and go buy something because we have the best.
The best.
Heavy on the best, like all capital letters, the best.
The best. You did what I'm saying. So we finna get into it. Who is Tanya?
Tanya is, I have been thinking like, who is Tanya? I tried to figure out who Tanya is without, you know, describing as workaholic.
Yeah.
Cause I'm just like, I was talking to my son about it. I'm like, who is Tanya without sounding like this insane person who does 10,000 different things? So he was just like, who are you? Like, you know, describe you, your personality. So I'm just, Tanya is a strong, funny, I'm a comedian. Did you know that?
Nah.
Low key, I am definitely a comedian.
I can believe it.
But I am a mother. I love being a mom.
Okay.
I love being a wife. I am an entrepreneur. I want to say that last. That's my most heaviest hat that I wear.
Entrepreneur.
Yes. And I am a friend. Probably not a good friend.
It depends, you know.
I'm not a great friend at all. You know, I think I'm too busy to be a friend. But
nah, they come with it though. They gotta know.
It come with it. But yes, I'm down to earth. I'm very down to earth. I'm loyal.
Yeah. So
and I like people to be loyal to me.
Not bad, but that make you a good friend being loyal.
Yeah.
You know, that's for sure.
I'm territorial.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's just come with being like a Leo.
Yeah.
What's your sign?
I'm a Libra.
I don't know much about Libras.
Yeah. We good people.
Oh, that's good. You know, Leos are very territorial.
For real.
You know?
I don't be getting too much into the science, but you know.
I try not to get into the science, but I'm telling you, sometimes when you look at that stuff,
yeah,
you be like,
that just do be on point, like, that is me, like, shit.
No, for real, I'm a firm believer in God.
Yeah.
I should have said that first. I'm a firm believer in God. I'm a Jesus lover. Like, I can't even talk to you without expressing that, you know, I love God. I'm a firm believer in Jesus Christ. Y'all come visit my church, one worship. I forgot the number, but it's on Ezel Road because it's new. Yeah. But it's on Ezel Road. Pastor Courtney and Jerica Settle. Every Sunday. Yes, shout out to them. But I got to shout out, since we talking about church, I have to shout out my former pastors. Pastor Ronnie Cole and Lady Cole. Like, those are my OG pastors. I don't think I would be who I am today without them. So, shout out to them.
Shout out y'all, man. Keep doing y'all thing.
Yes.
Okay. Y'all hear from Tanya. Who she is. She got a lot of hats. So, you know, we salute that. And being a black woman, too, though. So, you know, can you tell us about your childhood?
My childhood, I grew up in the hood.
What's your hood? Where you from?
So, well, first I am from, this is not the hood. I'm from Hernando.
Okay.
I wish my mom never moved us from Hernando. Like, I swear, I wish she never moved us from Hernando because, like, I missed that part of my childhood, like being a country girl, just running around in dust and boots and just the slow life. And then we moved to Memphis. We moved to Whitehaven to the Graceland Farm Apartments. And it's like my life took a turn to where I was, you know, running around with dogs and cats and pigs and stuff. Now we got a duck on the floor because bullets flying. It's
a whole different environment.
It's a entirely different environment. So I am from Whitehaven. I think we've stayed in probably all the but first of all, shout out to my mama. Shout out to my mama. She was a single mom. She did what she had to do. We ain't never want for nothing. Like, so shout out to my mama though. No shade, mama. Like, no you did your thing, girl. But yeah, my childhood was good though. I didn't want for nothing. I didn't have all the fancy stuff, but I was taken care of.
So okay.
But I did live. I enjoy, you know, you appreciate where you grow up at.
Right.
So I appreciate like being thrown down on the floor because bullets is, you know, because that makes me not afraid of certain stuff. Like now I'm just like,
okay, well, you ain't got to see that no more. So you know,
right.
So how old was you when you moved to Memphis?
I was in the 2nd grade.
Okay.
I was in the 2nd grade. My brother was in like the 4th grade or something like that. But yeah, I was in the 2nd grade. I wish we never moved to Memphis. I keep saying because.
But look what it made you, you know? It made you who you are.
It made me who I am. But, so yeah, my childhood was really good. My mom ended up being like super strict, kind of. Like, you know how the moms be like, sometimes they be cool, but then sometimes they kind of a little strict.
Yeah.
So, I think she wanted the best. I know she wanted the best because I don't feel like she was that strict on my brother.
Firstborn?
He was the firstborn. Like, he could get away with murder almost.
Yeah, that's how they do it.
Literally. And me, it's just like, she was hard on me, but I appreciate her for being hard on me because, you know.
You was a baby girl. So
it did. Right, because I think I'm harder on my baby girl than my boys because I don't want her to be no sucker. I don't want her to be no, you know.
Can't coming from you now.
No pushover. Like, look. So, but yeah, she was a little, you know, but that's good. That's good. Yeah. But then I got in middle school and got a boyfriend. And then my first year of high school, I became a 15-year-old mom. Okay. I got pregnant at 15 with my son Joshua. Did you know that?
Not that early.
Yeah. You know it was that early. Yeah. I was 15 when I got pregnant with Joshua. And yeah, that was very different.
Yeah, okay.
That was very different to be a teenage mom.
So before we get too far on it,
you said, I can't talk.
No. You good? No, you good. That's dope, babe. You said, your mom was a single parent. So how was that for you? Like, did you have times you miss your father?
To be honest, nobody ever asked me that. But to be honest, like, if we being real, I didn't know what it was like to have a 2-parent home. Okay. Like, I never had a 2-parent home, so for my mom to be a single mom, like, that's all I knew was her being a single mom. Like, she might have a boyfriend here and there, but that wasn't my daddy. You know, so I would go with my daddy when I go with my daddy, and then when I'm at home, my mama is just my mama. You know?
You had spent time
all the time.
Okay, so he was there.
I actually, this goes crazy. I actually have 2 dads.
Okay, it be like that.
Yes. That's crazy. Oh my God. I actually have 2 dads. Yeah. So the dad I'm referencing is the dad who raised me. You know, the dad who I thought for years was my dad. No, I thought that was my dad. Okay. You know, but anyway, stuff happened. Boom, 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 and I ended up meeting my biological father. Okay. When I was probably like 12. So when I reference my dad, I'm talking about my dad who took care of me.
Okay, who raised you? Okay.
Shout out to Tommy Lee, my dad who took care of me, even after he found out that I wasn't his biological daughter. To this day,
yeah. So you know. He still was there for you, so they
to this day, like I still can call him. He still call me like that's my dad.
Yeah.
And so like now I have both of, like I had both of them to meet last year or something like that. Cause I'm like, look, I'm not gonna choose between the two. Like, look, you gonna have to accept him. He gonna have to accept you. I just gotta have two daddies cause it ain't my fault. I ain't gonna choose.
I got that. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Okay. But now we're gonna go back. Being a teenager parent, how was that, you know?
Being a teenage parent, well, my mom actually made it, it's gonna sound crazy, but she made it easy for me to be a teenage parent. Okay. Because I feel like she didn't want me to have to struggle. She didn't want me to like feel the weight of being a teenage mom. So she was just like making sure I didn't miss a beat. Like, I think that's when she started buying me. Like, that's when I started getting new shoes all the time. Like, she was buying me jewelry. Like, she made sure my hair, she kissed, like, that was her cue to, like, ain't nobody finna play with my daughter.
Yeah,
and
so she was right there.
When people did try to say stuff like, you know, your daughter pregnant, and she was just like, go off. She would go off. Cussing them clean out. Like, you ain't gotta take care of it. Don't speak on my baby. So, yeah, it was, I can miss a beat. Like, so I don't have the story like the average teenage teenage mom would have where they be like, oh, it's hard, I struggle. I didn't struggle a day. Like, I remember crying probably one time because my mom had to go to work and my son wouldn't stop crying. I didn't know how to stop him from crying. That's only the one time I was just like, dang, I don't know what to do.
Yeah. I gotcha. So was his father there?
Who, my son?
Yes.
His family was there. Okay, I think it's harder actually being an adult parent because he's 19.
Okay.
It's harder raising an adult than it is when he was a kid. So let me just say that. They don't tell you what happens when they get grown.
So, college, like, how did you, so coming from high school, where did you go to college and what did you do before you got into your business?
So I went to college. I went to it was called High Tech. It's non-existent no more. But it's like a technical school where you can go for medical assistant, dental tech, and all that type of stuff. You know, trade schools. Because I wanted to go off to college. Okay. But then I didn't want to leave my son.
Yeah, understood.
So I just chose something else. Like, I ended up going to college 2 months after graduating. All my friends were going to regular college. And I'm just like, look, I'm a mama. I gotta go and make some money. So I ended up going to High Tech to be a medical assistant in 2008. I graduated 2008, and then I went to school.
Get right to it.
And I got a job right after I finished school, and I worked that job. It actually is down the street, Whitehaven Pediatrics. Ooh. Shout out to Whitehaven Pediatrics. It's non-existent. They closed down the place like a few years ago, but Whitehaven Pediatrics was my first real job. I worked there for a very long time as a medical assistant. But hold on.
Okay.
I went to school to be an X-ray tech. Let me rewind. I went to school to be an X-ray technician. Yeah. And then they cross-trained us for medical assistant. Okay. And then when I went to my externship, I was doing that, but then they hired me as a medical assistant. So I was like doing something I wasn't even qualified to do. Like, so yeah, but I was doing something, you know, I wasn't even qualified to do. So that's what I went to school for. And I always wanted to go back to school for nursing. I actually did go back to school for nursing. Okay. But then I didn't finish.
So how long you stay in the medical field? Like, before you say?
11 years.
Ooh.
I was a medical assistant for a long time. Okay. 11 years I was a medical assistant. I didn't work. I stopped working at White Pediatrics, but they always took me back. Like, I would quit and then call back. That was my home. Yeah. I was a good worker. Yeah. You know, I worked a lot of different places. Like out. Carterville, Germantown, with all the, you know, upper class.
Okay then. So was you always into creating things when you was younger? Or did you get passion develop?
That was something that developed. Okay. I actually was not into creating things. I did braid hair though. Okay. When I was like 13, I started braiding hair. I started braiding hair when I was 13. I used to do my friends' hair at school. Grown people, people on my mom's job used to come, like, you know, get their hair braided and stuff. So I was good.
Yeah.
I was
You was
good.
a hustler, baby.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I always been a hustler.
You knew how to get it, man. Quit playing. For real though.
Yes. So, but no, I wasn't into like creating hand stuff. You know, like handmade.
Yeah.
I wasn't into that.
Did you ever imagine yourself becoming a business owner when you were younger?
No.
So,
I wanted to be a teacher. Like, for so long, I wanted to be a teacher. But then, once I was in high school, I wanted to be an anesthesiologist. So that's what I wanted to go off to school to do. But then, I had a baby, and I couldn't do that. Because that was going to take like 8 years.
okay. So when you was younger, who was some of the biggest influences in your life growing up?
First I want to say my mom, like that's a typical answer, but my mom, because she really, you know, knew how to, I feel like she was a hard worker. You know, I always seen my mama just work hard and provide for us. Like, even though we live where we live, our lights was never cut out. We never got put out. And I knew, like, she wasn't making that much money. Could be. But we, you know what I'm saying?
You never wanted for nothing.
I never wanted for nothing.
And didn't know you was struggling. If you
I didn't even know. Like, I literally didn't even know until, like, I'm at this age and I ride past the Grayson Farms and I'm like, dang, that's where we used to live. So, but I didn't know. You never know when you're in it until you're out of it.
Yep.
So my mom, my granddad, and my Uncle Vincent, only because like they were entrepreneurs. So when they were doing, I didn't even know they were entrepreneurs until I became just like, dang, they were entrepreneurs.
Been doing it.
They've been doing this. Like, this is nothing new. Yes. So
most stuff like that we learn on our own.
Yes. Yes. I just know they didn't work for nobody, and I'm just like,
he stayed on money. What's all yeah, like, he don't never go to work.
They're the ones who had all the money. So I'm just like, they don't go to work. How they got all this money?
I feel that way.
Virtuous Soap Company, like the virtuous woman. So when you get your wife, that's what you want, a virtuous woman.
Virtuous.
Just letting you know.
Gotcha.
You need to read about virtuous women when you get on this.
Yes, ma'am. Hey, yeah, that part. I'm gonna read up on it. I gotta see. So, what inspired you to start Virtuous Soap Company?
So, like, I started Virtuous Soap Company, didn't even know I was starting Virtuous Soap Company. Like, it's so crazy. It was not planned. I didn't plan to start Virtuous Soap Company. It's just, I was looking for, like, I'm super sensitive. You're not a woman, so but I'm super sensitive, you know.
Okay,
so you can't use anything.
Yeah.
So, I was looking for a natural solution because I had used some baby soap. My cousin taught me to use baby soap. My cousin, Mika. I wondered what she was using, like Johnson & Johnson baby stuff down there. That's what I knew to use, the little baby stuff. But I guess the formula changed or whatever, and Johnson & Johnson didn't work for me no more. And so I, you know, when I became an adult, I just started using whatever, like whether it was just Dove or whatever. And one day, I guess the wash that I was using had trickled down there when you in the shower, and it was like death. Like, it was like death. Like, it was bad. And I was like, you know what? I can't keep doing this. There has to be a solution to where I'm not just using one thing here and another thing there. Like, and so I went and I was searching. And, you know, all these soap companies went out then. Like, now it's a plethora of them. You know, shout out to y'all too. But all of these soap companies wasn't out. So I found Buff City Soap. And I went to Buff City Soap. And I was in love. I was like, dang, this natural soap store with all these soap. But I got the natural soap and went home and took a bath. It was so strong. Like, they still not fragrance free. They probably have those options now. But then I was just like, there has to be a natural solution. So I don't want to get into, like, it is a huge detail, but I cannot get into that because it's gonna cause. But so I ended up having to find the ingredients to make on my own, because I was like, I'm gonna make my own.
After Buff, you said.
After Buff, I'm gonna make my own, because they did have some really good soaps. They made my body and stuff smell good, but I still can't use it on my man. So I end up making my own. And at that time, I was a medical assistant instructor.
Okay.
So I missed that part. After the 11 years of working in the medical field, I started teaching.
Yeah.
I'm teaching medical assistants, baby. That's crazy. But I started teaching medical assistants. So now I'm in a classroom teaching like 25 to 30 women. And so when I made the soap, I'm like, you know, I was excited about it. I wasn't trying to sell them. I was just like, yo, I made this soap. And I didn't even tell them to try it. I was just telling them about it because I was just so excited. And I was like, bring me some tomorrow, Miss Smith. And I was just like, bring you some. I ain't got but, you know, like 8 bars. I had made a load. And I was like, I'll give you $5 for it. I still give me $5. So I end up bringing them the rest of the bars that I had for $5. They tried them.
Yeah.
Loved them. They was like, can you make us some more? I want to give my mama some. My boyfriend used this. He real sensitive.
Yeah,
like, it was good his skin. I was like, what? So I made some more.
Yeah.
I made some more. I made another loaf and it sold. So at this point, I ain't even told the internet.
Yeah.
I ain't even told the internet. This is only from the students that went to the school, the medical assistant students. And then I told my husband, I was like, baby, I don't want, you know what I'm saying? This so they say it's some good stuff and this, that, and the third. And baby, it just
went up from there.
It was up from there. Like probably 4 months after that, I quit my job.
Straight making soap.
Yeah.
After that.
4 months after that.
Shit, that's a hell of a 4 months in, straight to it. So
4 months in.
And never went back to working. Like
I never went back to working. I've never had a job since.
Straight working for yourself.
And it was like once I took that leap of faith, this is a huge detail. Once I took that leap of faith, because the orders was like coming in. Like once I told the public, you know, the orders was coming in, it was probably making like $5,000 or something a month, that was huge though. That was
like, just
lot.
Like that's off that, like you know what I'm saying?
Yes, for something we just had started, and so it wasn't that we was making enough money for me to quit. It was like a leap of faith. I didn't have the time because my schedule as an instructor was from 2 p.m. to 10.
But they come with
they come with it, so it was just like, how am I gonna do this? And and it was COVID.
Yeah.
So the good thing was the school had closed down, and I was doing like the virtual. I was a virtual teacher for probably like 2 months, and then when they said it was time for us to come back to school, I was like miserable. I was getting behind in orders because I wasn't getting out to 10. Like, and my husband, one day I was at school. This is how I was at the school, waiting on my students to come in. I was sad. He had brought me lunch to try to cheer me up. He was like, what is wrong with you? I was like, babe, I'm miserable. He was like, why you miserable? I said, because like I'm leaving my dream on the table. And I'm here all night. Like in the class that I had, I wasn't connected with them. You know, like my other students.
And he was over it too though. Like
I was over it. He was like, well, quit then. It was on my daughter's birthday, June 8th. I'll never forget. So I'm at school already missing my daughter's birthday because he was like, quit then, quit. I was like, what?
He had a good time.
He was like, quit. And I knew it was a sign from God because guess what? I had already prayed and told God, when it's time for me to quit my job, tell my husband. Because I don't want to have to go through trying to tell him I need to quit my job. God, you let my husband know and then he'll let me know this time. So when he said quit, I was like, what? Like I had a panic attack and everything, but my job, this is important too for the people who watching. You want to be an entrepreneur, like follow your dream. I ain't telling nobody to go quit their job, but the job I was at, Delta Tech, they loved me so-called. Like the president of the school, he was just like, you are a great asset to the medical assistant program. Like the program has not been what it has been since you've been there. Like da-da-da, you bring morals, you bring respect. Like he just was saying like I was so good. And then when I told him I was quitting, he didn't ask me why. He turned around and typed up my separation paper. Like that hurt my feelings so bad because I was like, dang, I thought they loved me, but he didn't care. And I worked at night, so I was just like, dang, he didn't even think to ask, why are you quitting? He didn't say why. He didn't, like somebody could have been sexually, you know what I'm saying? anything could have been going on. I could have been getting harassed because I'm working with CDL men teachers and stuff too.
Yeah.
He didn't ask. He didn't give a flip. So follow your dream.
I always follow your dream, but just don't jump out there.
Don't.
If you ain't got nothing else going, and if there's something you already started, make sure it's going. Just don't jump out there and be like,
yes.
I'm going by
Don't
faith.
say I'm finna start a business. I'm quitting my job tomorrow. Like please don't. You
not saying that.
Please, I'm not saying that. Be on one accord with your spouse. Have your stuff in order. Like, don't just go quit your job. Please don't.
Please don't. You
still gotta live.
Facts. And so, how did you come up with the name?
But Virtuous came from my lipstick line. I had a lipstick line. My first ever business was Virtuous Lips by Tanya.
Oh, see, we got double bag. See, we got we skipping stuff.
So the first, and I started Virtuous Lips while I was working at Delta Tech.
Okay.
So it was and a lot of people end up knowing me from Virtuous Lips because I used to do so many vendor events.
Yeah.
Like anytime somebody was having like those events where they got business, I'm there. I'm there selling lipstick, and so a lot of people knew me from Virtuous Lips, so they would just call me Virtuous. They were like Virtuous, and so I couldn't drop Virtuous when soap came. I'm like, hey, I gotta keep it's Virtuous Soap Company.
Yeah, you see.
Yes.
So how do you come up with the name of your soaps, like your different soaps?
I really don't know. Like I swear, I don't know. It's no tedious specifics on the names. They just come and I'm just like, this gonna be it.
So what set your soap and your perfume apart from others in the market?
Because I said so. No, for real. No. No, for real. Because I feel like when you're using stuff, and I'm not bashing no company, but I'm just saying when you're using stuff that is manufactured, whether it's in China, a big factory. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they can, you could get a soap bar for $2.
Yeah.
But if you want to dive deep, like you don't know what's going on in that company. Mm-hmm. You don't know what the leaders of that company stand for. They could be like pedophiles and stuff running the company. You don't know who you are supporting. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so you don't know if it's clean. You just don't know about these big companies and stuff. And so with small companies, with Virtuous Soap Companies, we make sure to source the best ingredients. Okay. Like that's when I say the best, because I'm gonna spend a coin on an ingredient. Like I don't care if I get an 8-ounce bottle and it's $64. If it's the best, like this is what I want. Because ain't nobody ever finna say, she using that cheap stuff, and not. It will not. It's quality over quantity.
You did.
For sure.
I did. Mm-hmm. So, what are some of your favorite ingredients to work with, and why?
Aloe vera. I use aloe vera. Do you drink aloe vera? Have you heard of aloe vera?
I heard, yeah.
Aloe vera is a great ingredient. You can drink it. You can use it. Like it can go on the inside and outside of your body.
Okay.
Like the aloe plant, you.
Put me on.
Listen, aloe vera is everything. I feel like everybody should be taking a shot of aloe vera. Actually, you can get our chlorophyll drops. Have you heard of chlorophyll? Yeah. You can get our chlorophyll drops. They're made with chlorophyll and aloe vera, two heavy hitter ingredients. You can take a dose of those. I should have brought some. But that way you can get a dose of chlorophyll and aloe vera. But I love working with aloe vera. That's probably one of my favorite ingredients. And it goes into everything. So if you're allergic to aloe, don't shop with Virtuous. Unless you shop in the oils and stuff, body oils. But yeah.
Okay. So do you have a best-selling product? What makes it so popular?
So, you got time?
Let's get it.
So, our first best-selling product was the Yum Yum Yummy Bar. So that's the product that put us on the map. Yum Yum Yummy Bar.
Yum, sound like some.
Yes.
Yum.
Yes. That's the thing. Yum Yum Yummy Bar is that soap. It's fragrance free. It's an antibacterial soap. You can use it all over your body.
Men too.
Okay. Like so many of my customers be like, I need some more soap because my husband and used my Yoni bar. Just because it says Yoni bar does not mean it's not for me. Okay. Like, because my son lives by the sunflower Yoni bar. Okay. Like, it said Yoni bar, but he said, I love how it makes me feel. So, you know, but the Yum Yum Yoni bar was our first best-selling product. We sold probably way more now. I haven't checked. Probably in the last almost a year, but we've sold over 40,000 bars of Yum 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 bar.
Damn.
So it was like it's really good. Okay.
Yum Yum.
It increases wetness, sex drive. It increases fertility, like pre and postmenopausal symptoms. Like if somebody deals with dryness, if they're going through menopause, it definitely helps with that. If your cycle, if you have irregular cycles, it helps with that. But a lot of women use it because it increases, you know, your sex drive. When you become older and then you wear a lot of hats, sometimes you ain't even in the mood. You're just like, you know what, but that young gonna want you, you know, you gonna want to get some.
Get into it.
Yeah, so that was our first best-selling product. Our second best-selling product had became the our Yoni oil. It's the same as the Yum Yum. And I think, like, because we had Tamla Man, we was doing a live one day, and Tamla Man got on our live, and she said her and Brown, it was that's not his name, but her and Brown, her husband, it was their anniversary, and she wanted to spice things up, and like, I was like, that ain't Tamla Man. Like, everybody was like, that's Tamla Man. I was like, y'all lying, that ain't Tamla. I said, Tamla Man, that's you. Call this business phone. And she called the business phone. Like, I almost passed out. I literally almost passed out. So, shout out to Tamla Man. That's my auntie. That's my auntie. I have personal contact with Tamla Man. I love Tamla Man. And she didn't just get it that one time. She
loyal, you know.
I love, but the one thing I wanted her to do, but everything aligns with God. Yeah. God didn't want her to do that.
Yeah, okay.
So she was going to, like, she didn't get products. She got them to use for herself. You know, she paid money for her products. But I wanted her to, like, post us and shout us out. But you know, she said, she was like, I'm gonna tell all my friends. But I want her to tell all her friends on the internet.
Yeah, then.
But, you know.
But they still doing what it do. So
it's still doing what it do. So our Yoni oil, we ended up with selling so much Yoni oil. And then, you know, right now, our feminine cleanser too. Yeah. Our feminine cleanser. But our right now best-selling product, because it went viral on TikTok.
Let's get it.
And we are slumped in orders, literally. Like, we're slumped in orders. It's a little sickening the way that we work. Is our cocoa butter cashmere body oil. So it's a natural body oil, smell like cocoa butter cashmere. If you just imagine yourself on a beach somewhere. I ain't gonna say Africa, but like just on a warm vacation, you laying out. Turks, you got on your vacation clothes, like they're flowing, you know, they're flowing, your hair is flowing, your mate is right there, you got you a nice drink in your hand, and the wind is blowing, and you smell cocoa butter cashmere, like this warm, soft, it smells so good. It smells so good.
I ain't gonna try. I want to go buy some right now.
Yes, that has become our number one. We sold like over 5,000 bottles of it. It ain't even been 30 days.
Sheesh.
Like, it's, but we have been selling it, but now it went crazy.
Keep going crazy. Keep going crazy.
Keep going crazy.
Yeah, so
I told God, I said, I ain't gonna say I'm tired. Even when I'm tired, I said, Lord, I'm just gonna say, oh, I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful. Oh, I'm thankful, Lord. Because I don't want him to be like, are you tired? So, yeah.
How do you balance making products that smell great but are also good for your skin?
By using good quality ingredients and by making sure, like, that's the main thing, really, using good quality ingredients, because if you go cheap, you can irritate somebody's skin.
Thanks.
So I make sure I'm using the best of the best.
You hear what I'm saying? Do you ever take custom orders, requests for soap or perfume? That's that. Go ahead.
Wholesale. We do wholesale, but I'm actually about to. Wholesale is a lot. So I have a few wholesale customers, where they run their business based off me making their stuff. Like, so they place big orders every week, and I have to like send gallons and so many soap bars. So it ain't just one stream of income coming from Virtuous.
Okay then.
It's just like we have wholesale orders where they place orders for thousands. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking no new wholesale customers, because I'm already trying to balance with the ones that I have. But as far as like custom orders where if somebody, you know, just say if I make something with tea tree oil and somebody loves that, they want that product, but they want it without tea tree, would I make that? It may sound mean, but no, I will not.
Okay.
Just get something else.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah,
just go on to the next, and you know.
Cause my time, I can't.
Yeah.
I just can't.
Okay.
Just get something else.
So let's dive into the perfume. You do got your own scent, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So
yes.
Tell us about that. What's the
I
name
actually
of it?
have 2 scents,
Okay.
but the one scent that I can call my own, that I curated on my own, is Pink Nior.
Pink New York.
Pink Nior. That's the one I formulated on my own. Now I do have one called Cocoa Butter Cashmere.
Okay.
And that's just like a mixture of the Cocoa Butter Cashmere, you know, oil. But the Pink Nior is one that I mixed so many different scents to make Pink Nior. And I love Pink Nior. And then we have perfume oils.
Okay. Talk this.
Filthy Rich, Dreamy are our 2 perfume oils. If you don't want to buy the expensive stuff, they're dupes. Filthy Rich is a dupe of Delana Exclusive. Have you heard Delana Exclusive?
I haven't.
Do you got a girlfriend?
Nah. I don't.
Okay.
Nah.
I'm gonna put you up when you get a girlfriend. I'm gonna get you you gonna come get her a basket, cause she gotta use Virtuous.
I already know.
If your person not using Virtuous, they man probably ain't all the way clean. I'm telling you.
Well, I'm
telling you right now, they man probably ain't right. So yeah, I'm gonna do that for you.
Appreciate it.
So let me know. But anyway, and Dreamy is a dupe of Gentle Fluidity Gold. Have you heard of Gentle Fluidity Gold?
I haven't.
But I got you.
Okay, put me on. You know, I'm already lost in the sauce. You know, I'm just trying to catch up.
So we have 4 scents: 2 actual perfume sprays and 2 perfume oils.
Okay. Y'all make sure y'all shop, man.
Make sure y'all shop.
Make
for
sure.
For sure.
What were some of the biggest challenges you faced in starting your business?
I would say time. You know, trying to manage time. Because I think time is a factor in everything, but trying to start the business, make good quality stuff, and still work a regular job, be a mom, be a wife, be a friend, a daughter, like, you know, all this. There's just a lot when you're trying to focus on starting and getting a business up off the ground.
Yes,
You know.
Yeah, I feel that.
So I feel like time was a big factor.
So, how do you balance your work life and personal life? Like, with you being a mom or a wife, so how do you balance that? Like,
to be honest, we've been in business 5 years, February 1st. I ain't even gonna lie, I'm just learning how to fully balance, you know, work life and stuff, because, you know, we had the warehouse, the big store in the warehouse. I'm so glad we don't have that anymore, because that put more pressure on, you know, trying to, that's a lot. When people, it look good and it's cute. Oh, I got this big warehouse. Baby, that's a lot of stress.
yeah.
It's so much. So now that we're back at home, we end up, you know, buying our house, and then we just like, look, we got this big 3-car garage. Let's bring this to the house. Let's just keep on
way much more money.
Save so much more money. So now, it was a good idea. It's still a good idea, but now it's just like I feel like I work more because I have access to.
Yeah, you right here. Yeah.
So it's just like I have to learn how to say, you know what, I'm finna get out of here and I'm finna sit down. Like, and my husband always like, baby, okay, let's wrap it up. He's like a drill sergeant. He's like, all right, baby, let's wrap it up. Get out of here.
Close shop.
Let's close shop, because I will like work all night. I just keep working, because it's like, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. He's just like, no, you're not gonna do nothing else. You gonna sit, let's watch a movie.
Yeah, you gotta take their time.
Yeah, you have to. So I'm still balancing, because a lot was like I would just be in there working, and I just tell my kids, like, y'all sit down and do your homework, and I just keep peeping in and checking on them, but not actually sitting down. You know what I'm saying? Taking the time out to do their homework with them. You know what I'm saying? That's a luxury that I have with being an entrepreneur, but I'm just letting it roll because I'm in here working. Like, I could take an hour to sit down. So it's just stuff you don't realize it until you just like
in the moment.
Yeah. So I'm just getting into the groove of,
you know, it takes time. She said 5 years and she just getting into it.
I'm telling you, so it's not like there's no blueprint to how to you know, do this stuff. You gotta mess up and figure it out.
Hey, as long as you don't stop or give up.
Even with cooking, like even with cooking dinner, you know, as a wife, I gotta feed my family. That cooking, like, sometimes they be out the window. My thing is, as long as my family eat. Like, I'm gonna make sure you eat. So, and my husband's on one accord. So it would be different if I had a husband who required a meal. Then, like, I'm gonna come through with my husband. But my husband is all about me. He don't want me, you know, overworked or overwhelmed. So he's like, baby, do not cook tonight. Just order something. Like, we'll order something.
Okay. But he be wanting that hot cooked meal.
I'm telling you, they love, when I get in that kitchen.
That jump made with love, so you know they just taste different.
Hugging me and kissing me. Yeah, so I try to make sure at least once a week.
Yeah, you gotta cook at home. I don't care what. I want a home cooked meal, like, for real. And then when
I get in there, I love it. Just be, you know,
doing your thing.
Vibing, so, and I can cook it be so good.
She from the country, so what you think?
That's what I'm saying.
So can you share a moment when you realized your business was truly making an impact?
When there's been several times, but one time in particular, because we've had several positive pregnancy tests. Okay. Because 2 of our products increase fertility. So
y'all trying to get pregnant?
If y'all trying to get pregnant, you use the Yum Yum Yoni Bar and the Ultimate Yoni Oil.
I heard.
Like, if you're not trying to get pregnant and you use that, you need to protect yourself, like, for real. Because one time in the storefront, there was a lady. She was 50. Yeah. She was a grandma. Yeah. Like, she had grandkids. She called, and I don't know if she was just joking, saying that she was gonna sue us, or if she was for real. Yeah. But she ended up getting pregnant. She was like, I got grandkids. And I didn't, like, she ended up getting pregnant. It was like, I was almost scared because I was like, what? Like, I'm going back on the thing because I'm like, I know I put it on there saying, like, so, but not just even with the babies that are being made, but when people are being healed from the sunflower yoni bar, because if you have like recurring yeast infections, and as a woman, like, the women know, if you have a yeast infection or something going on down there with your ma'am, that's like death. You know, like, it's very uncomfortable. So for a woman to go to the doctor and she's constantly having abnormal paps, but then start using Virtuous, and she's just like, this is the first normal pap that I've had, you know. So stuff like that is just lets me know I have to keep doing this, especially when women, they're just like, please don't ever stop making these products. And I ain't saying it because, you know, they love me, or it's because the products are actually helping them. So I can't stop. I will not stop.
Thank you. What you talking about, my man? What you mean? She ain't gonna stop. Hey, keep going though. I like that. Hey, if y'all looking for something to clean you up, you know, holler at her. Shop.
It's natural, fragrance free. None of our soap products have a fragrance in them. Okay. Like, I don't play about that, because some people say they have natural stuff, but then they got scent in them. Like, they got fragrance because you want them to smell like strawberries and stuff. Look, if you looking to smell like strawberries,
not over here.
You can get the oil. You get the strawberry body oil, but yeah,
you got it. She got it. Whatever you need now.
Yes, I do.
But not in the soap though. No fragrance.
No fragrance in the soap.
So, how do you handle competition in the homemade soap and fragrance industry?
Competition? I don't see no competition. Who? Where?
Ain't no competition. I heard.
Who? If it's not Virtuous, it's not that. No, I'm just playing. No, but I'm the type, like, some people, and I'm not cocky at all. I'm not, but a lot of people see me as competition. When I'm not, I'm just like,
They see
a person that's trying to, do what I'm passionate about doing. Like, I'm not competitive at all because I feel like the same way God gave it to somebody, like if I see people making millions off soap or whatever, that doesn't do nothing to me as far as like, oh, I wish that was me. I'm just like, oh, this gonna be me. So that's how I came, like, cause you gotta get your mind there. So I feel like that's how I handle seeing people, how I handle seeing people like do good and thrive in whatever industry they in.
Thanks.
Like, you gotta picture yourself as that. Don't picture them as competition. Picture yourself as that. But like for real, as far as like competition, I don't have no competition. I ain't compete with nobody but the person that I was prior. You know what I'm saying?
I feel it.
Like, I'm only competing against my best self. For real.
That part, you know?
Yeah.
So where do you see Virtuous Soap Company in the next 5 years?
I mean, Virtuous has done a lot already.
Yeah.
So, like, that question, I'm really like, it's like I need to go back to the drawing board because I don't know. You know what I'm saying? We've already had, like, almost 7,000 square foot warehouse storefront. Like, constant. We've already hit a lot of peaks.
Yeah. And
like, I don't desire a warehouse again. I don't desire a storefront. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good. I'm comfortable where we are. Now, that's me. Now, if God says it's time to,
elevate.
Move and elevate, then I'm doing it. But I literally need to go. That's a great question because I can't answer that. I need to go. Like, because I don't know, in 5 years, Virtuous probably would have another storefront. I don't want a storefront, but I don't know. 5 years, that's a long time.
Yeah, I'm saying. You 5 years in now.
Like 5 years in, for sure, Virtuous, I just don't know.
We shall see, you can't tell the future. But
you can't tell, yes, you can't. You
can't tell it, but
had I not hit a lot of peaks, then my peaks
would have been,
what I've done would be my goals.
But you hit them goals, so it's time to write out new goals. That's what she's saying.
No, literally.
Yeah, so it's this.
I need to write out some new goals because, like, on my vision boards,
you hit.
I've hit stuff that I've said I wanted to do.
And that's a good thing, like, for real.
One thing on my vision board that I have not done is make $1 million in a month. So,
hey, that's what she coming. She coming for it.
So in the next 5 years, Virtuous probably be making $1 million a month. Okay, Virtuous gonna be making $1 million a month.
Hey,
we'll probably be back in the space because to make that amount of money,
you're gonna make a lot of soap.
it's gonna require a lot of time. So we'll probably have staff again.
Yeah, okay.
Now it's unfolded. I'm gonna write out.
Okay.
So we're probably gonna have staff again.
Next 5 years, I heard $1 million a month. $1
million a month.
Shit. So
remember this podcast? I said that.
Hey, y'all better remember it. Write it down.
Yeah.
So do you have any plans to expand into other beauty or skin products?
Not that I know of. I don't plan on coming out with, new stuff that I don't already have. Like, I may come out with, like, new scents. Okay. But, like, a whole new product, I don't plan on it. So but stuff just be happening.
So you don't sell your lipstick no more?
No.
Okay.
And we have a lot of customers, like, they used to be like, please sell it. Because we have some, I'm all about having good stuff. And the, vendor that I used to use, her quality stopped being good.
Okay.
So I'm just like, hey, I'm not gonna be selling
you messing my money.
Yeah, you messing my money up. So I'm not.
If you could create a scent for any celebrity or historic figure, who would it be and why?
I feel like this ain't no inspiration. But if I could create a scent, I would want to create it for Glow. Because I love Glow. I love her glow up. I love everything about her. And,
what do you think you would make with it? Like, if you had to, what you would put in there?
I would put, because Glow is like, she's growing and glowing. I definitely would make like, see, I don't know if Glow may be like a sweet girl, but she gives like, she may be, you know, I know she ain't no gourmand, I know she ain't no fruity.
Yeah.
So I would probably make like a sweet powdery scent for Glow.
Okay, hey, shout out to Glow, you know. Hey, Glow, hope you see this. Hey, holla at her, she'll make you some, you know. Come on, man. How do you stay inspired to keep coming up with new ideas?
Man, cause like Virtuous, that's the bread and butter.
Yeah.
We gotta eat.
Got to.
Can't stay sleep, slow feet don't eat.
Ooh wee.
My mama always told me
They
slow
don't.
feet don't eat, so like I gotta keep going. Even when like there was a hard time in my life in 2023. My brother-in-law passed away suddenly. And I feel like I took off from my business for like a month.
Okay.
Like I was not posting. I just could not get myself together. And like when I would go in, we had the warehouse at this time. When I would go in, my operations manager, like I would call her and tell I'm finna come in, and she would like she would make sure no staff was in the back.
Yeah.
So I could come through the back door, let me make the stuff, and I'm just finna leave. Like I don't want to talk to nobody, I don't want to see nobody, I don't want to come to the front. You handle everything.
Like I ain't gotta come up there.
I don't want to do nothing. Like that was a very hard time, but it was like something in my mind knowing that my brother, how he was.
Yeah.
Like, and I just picture him looking at me like, hey man, like, hey, you tripping. Like, and it's like I snapped out of it, and I'm just like, I gotta be on go. Like, you know, I gotta keep going because we built a whole lifestyle around our business. Like our lifestyle requires us to get up. We have an expensive lifestyle, not on no designer, but like bills. We have a lot going on where, I can't let up. I gotta keep going.
Hey, we can't stop. We ain't gonna stop.
Yeah, so I have to keep going. And the thing that I would tell like other entrepreneurs is, life gonna hit you. Something in life is going to happen that's gonna make you, you know, want to stop or give up. But like you literally cannot. You have to stay inspired, keep going, even when business is slow. Because there was a time like I wanted to get a job because business was slow. It was slow to me. Yeah. But I was on the phone with my friend.
What you used to making.
Because what I'm used to making. Yeah. And so I was on the phone with my friend and I was telling her I'm gonna get a job. She was like, what? And I don't want to like say too much of my business, but I was telling her that we only had made, I was just like crying on the phone. I was like, we only made $47,000 for this month, and like I just don't know what to do. She was like, are you serious right now? Yeah. And I was like, I'm so serious, because you have to look at, like, nobody can, you have to look at my lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, I just don't know what to do. I'm finna go get a job. She was like, so you finna go get a job? She was like, how much money you think you gonna make? And I was just like, I was like, well, like, I'm looking for, I want to make, like, I need $2,000 a week. Like, she was like, ma'am, you're not gonna work nobody's job and make $2,000 a week. She was like, you are crazy. And like, while I was like crying on the phone with her, Lil Jerry was coming in. My 2 elementary kids was coming in from school, and so I was like, hold on. And so I was like greeting them. I was like, hey, how was y'all stay? And da da da. And so I was like away from the phone for like 2 minutes. Then I picked back up the phone. And I was like, hey, yeah, girl. She was like, and you willing to give that up? Hey, like,
you gonna be at somebody's job while the kids come home and stuff?
Like there was a hit in my throat. Like it was an eye opener. Yeah. She was just like, you willing to give that up? Like you prayed for freedom and this, that, and third. You told God you was gonna stick it out through the good and the bad, and now you crying because you want to make $47,000. She was like, ma'am, that much. People don't even make that in a year. Hey. And I was like, I do understand that, and I'm not ungrateful, but I'm just trying to tell her like my lifestyle. You know what I'm saying?
I need that extra. I need to 70, goddamn.
I need 6 figures a month. Like I need
100K a month.
I need so yeah. But I said all that to say, you definitely, it's going to be some highs and some lows, but your lows make you who you are, because this, like, the low season that we had, can't nobody touch me. Like, it built me so, I'm untouchable, like, literally.
Can't touch this.
You can't touch my mind, you can't touch my gift, like, I'm untouchable. 10 out of 10, like, all the way around.
All across the board.
Yeah.
Come on there.
Yeah.
So, is there anything else you want them to know about? Okay, oh yeah, tell them about your lashes. Like, you still doing lashes?
So, I started, and then look, I started doing the lashes and brows, which I love doing lashes and brows. Yeah. But it's just like, this is like when somebody's trying to start multiple businesses. Just
time.
Something, you're going to give something more time than the other.
Yes.
And so, like, now Virtuous is taking up all of my time. And, like, the shop that I work at, the owner, she's just like, girl, where you at? And so, like, I've been knowing her since I was 12. Like, so she know. I'm just like, girl, like, we got all these orders. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got all these orders. It's a blessing. Yeah. But I love being around them at the salon. Like, I love being around them at the salon. But it's just like, I can't. I'm constantly closing my schedule. Like, so people can't book. Like, I'm closing my schedule constantly. But it's just like, I don't want to give it up. My husband's like, baby, you're going to have to choose. And I'm like, I'm not choosing. Yeah. Even if I have to go to doing brows and lashes only on Saturdays, I'm not choosing. I love doing it. I literally do.
And they're going to take up your whole Saturday.
Well, I'm going to have to figure something out. But yes, brows and lashes, love Tanya Aesthetics. You can book, if you can find an appointment, you can book through our Instagram, Love Tanya.
Okay.
Yes, because these are the permanent brows. You can get the permanent brows.
Ooh.
Yes.
You did. So so you tell them where to follow you, tell them where they can find your products, and we're going to do it like that.
You can find our products at www.virtuoussoapcompany.com. Virtuous, like the virtuous woman.
Ooh-wee.
That's where it came from. Proverbs 31. Go read about the Proverbs 31 virtuous woman. So virtuoussoapcompany.com. Instagram, TikTok, Virtuous Soap Co. Facebook, Virtuous Soap Company. We do not have products on hand. Skin by Donna. Shout out to Skin by Donna in South Haven on Airways. She does waxes, facial. She's a skin studio. She carries some of our products. But her ladies be, I don't even know if I need to tell y'all to pull up, because her customers eat up all the products. Like, so if you can get there, if you can get there, she does have some of our products. But this last thing I'm finna say goes back to something you were saying. What do I see Virtuous in 5 years? If we're not having, like, right now, Virtuous, I do desire to have our products in more stores, not big stores. Like, I'm talking about, like, more spas and wax studios and, you know, like, black-owned businesses. If you have a business, I would love Virtuous Soap Company products to be on your shelf.
Thanks.
If you do lashes, if you are a service-based business,
dirty,
and you do earn a commission from, you know, so it ain't like you just doing something for me. Like, we helping each other. You earn 15% commission out of products.
Hey, I get that. Holla at her. Tap in.
Yes.
That's for real though. So y'all heard from Tanya. Y'all got her story. Make sure y'all shop. Look her up if y'all looking for that soap now. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm low key OJ, and it's a wrap.
It's a wrap. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for coming.
It took long enough.
It did. Hey, it's a story. I've been trying to get her, but hey, everything happened for a reason. Hey, it's perfect time for everything.
Yes, people make time for what they gonna make time for. So I stopped in the middle of viral. Like I said, you know what? I'm stopping. I'm going and doing it.
And I appreciate it.
So don't let nobody say they ain't got time.
Hey, and I know she made time for me. I appreciate it. Like, I really do appreciate it. So appreciate you, cool. Hey, make sure y'all like, share, subscribe to the channel. Follow Tanya on her Instagram, Facebook, man, TikTok. Make sure y'all follow her. Hey, yeah.
I'm just trying to shine. Yeah. I'm just trying to shine. Oh.